Welcome to episode 47 of the Brown Bag Podcast.
47. Let's get the vibes up. Come on.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose?
You think I was sleeping like this?
How do you sleep? What's your sleep? Do you sleep on your back, on your stomach, on your side, on your girl?
On my stomach with a hand like this.
Oh.
So
all the babas go.
Exactly. Baba holder.
Baba holder. How about you, Vic?
I sleep on my back usually. Sometimes I turn on my side, like on my arm. It's not good to sleep on your arm.
Yeah.
Can you wake up and it's like...
Yeah, like it's like, fuck. Like your whole weight's been on it.
What about when you with chicken nugget? Are you a cuddler?
Big spoon, little spoon.
I am sometimes, but I get hot. You know?
Fuck over there.
I get hot. I'm like, start burning up. You know what I'm saying?
You move their leg even on top of you. Like you don't move it disrespectfully, but you just kind of like slide it away.
I just hate that hot feeling. You know, like...
So you have thick cobijas?
Wow.
No, I have thick thighs.
Pause.
So I don't sleep on my back because that brings in my fucking
Demonios?
the demon.
Oh, so how do you
when you sleep on your back, what is it the thing we have?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. My sleep paralysis demon comes when I'm fucking back's on the bed.
Wow.
Side.
So you sleep
The
on your side?
But it's also tough because if I'm sleeping with the boys, they both want an arm.
Aw.
So but I also know about my sleep paralysis demon. So I'll have them both have an arm and just twist my body a little bit.
No way.
I'm that scared, bro.
Wow.
Have you ever gotten the demons to come to you while you're sitting? You're like, please, not right now. My kids are...
Not with them. No, that's not funny, bro.
Wow.
It happens to me out here in these streets. If this happens to you, if it doesn't happen to you, you're like, they're tripping, fuck, like exagerada, or like that doesn't happen. But if it happens to you, that shit is scary, bro.
That shit is scary.
Like, that shit's crazy.
It sounds like you don't really get a good night's sleep.
I don't. And then I wake up at 4 in the fucking
That's
morning.
what I'm saying.
And then I come over here to you fucks. I'm just kidding.
And I be tripped out when I because I'm usually like up late, like whatever, working or whatever.
You
like,
wake up early.
Yeah, but I text you late last night, like 11, or like the group chat.
Yeah.
And you were still awake. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, she has to get up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
I definitely calculate too.
Yeah.
I literally be coming home from the club, and I'll be like, damn, Letty's probably getting up right now.
All right, bro. What happened to your fucking nose and your chin and your lip?
Behind the scenes, I told you.
Telling me this for a week, even though we've been wearing the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
If you're watching this, we did our episode earlier in the week. We just record on the same day, bro.
Yeah.
One's a weekend recap. This is what we want to do moving forward. Last week on our Friday drop, you guys are like, dude, why is this so short? Please go watch the episode before it. We dropped that as a weekend recap. We're seeing how it goes, having 2 episodes a week. One recaps the weekend and either drops on Tuesday or Wednesday. This one, Tuesday or Wednesday. And then one for Friday, one for the weekend. We're seeing how that goes, working on the timing and everything, but stick with us.
Yeah. And don't be mad if it's 40 minutes on Friday. Come on, we gave you 2 hours worth of material.
Yeah, but just go back and watch the episode before. You probably didn't. Sometimes even I'm thinking like they probably used to going to the Friday one. They didn't even know there was one before it, you know?
Thanks,
so
Mark.
there's one before. There's a secret episode. Unlock, go.
And while you're watching this, eat a burrito. You might have a baby.
Wow.
Yo,
Give it up.
shout out to my sister.
Bree.
I'm an uncle now. Shout out
You're a
Bree.
tío.
So over the weekend, I was about to go to Vegas, and then I get a text from my sister, and she's like, oh my God, guys, I might be going into labor. And then she's like, I had a burrito last night from El Güero, and it didn't sit well with me, and I've been like throwing up, and I don't feel good.
Wow.
So I'm going to the hospital. And then she's like, okay, I'm at the hospital, guys. They are saying that, she's like, I started having contractions after I started throwing up. She's like, so I'm talking to the doctors. They're telling me that I'm probably going to have to stay here and just be in labor. Mind you, this is probably like her due date was at the end of this month. Mm-hmm. So the baby came like 2 weeks, 3 weeks early.
Before the due date.
Which is, not a huge deal. Like, everything's developed and stuff. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard of a burrito putting you into labor.
Right.
I'm like, this is some shit that would only happen to my family because we have stupid shit like this happen to us all the time.
That's funny.
What type of burrito did she get? Was that like a wet burrito?
It was bean and cheese.
Ooh.
Okay, well, having been pregnant and having wanted to go into labor, the times that I've been pregnant, women know about these different things. Like there's like a urban legend that Taco Bell can make you give birth. And it's like there's women that have sworn by, they were literally past their due date or around their due date, and they went to have Taco Bell, and then they went into labor.
That makes sense, because sometimes I'll be in the bathroom after Taco
Facts.
Bell.
And all of it is starting up that area.
Yeah.
So it's like if something makes you kind of get in that mood, or like that, like those things going down there, whether it's choro, whether it's even people saying like having sex can start it.
Yeah.
It's basically giving your thing a jump start.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to go? Is it going to go? Facts. So there's even like, there's salads there's cafes with salads. I've had that can jumpstart, induce labor. People say eating chile sometimes induces labor, and it's all because it upsets the stomach, so it gets this area going. Yeah, and so that's kind of what happened with Bree.
Yeah, I just think it's ironic because, like you said, there's salads. I've heard of salads like, oh, if you're past your due date, eat this salad, but I've definitely never heard of a burrito inducing labor.
That is crazy.
But now going forward, maybe that place El Güero can advertise this as the bean cheese
in birth-inducing
burrito.
Fire.
It's great marketing because you don't understand the frustration or like the sense of like, oh my God, I just want this baby out. That last month, those last weeks, especially if you go over your due date, girls are going everywhere. You've had, how many children do you have? 3? Two. I'm assuming with Max, like, did you guys go full term or was Max early? But was your wife like, dude, I need this baby out? I'm sorry, not your wife, your girl that you've been with forever.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I know Emmy, her like water bursted at the house, and it was just like, oh shit.
Let's go.
This is my first kid. I'm nervous.
Yeah, that was scary, bro.
Oh yeah.
And then we just jetted to the hospital, but Max, it was a little like easier. She pulled up. We're on the due date, and they just kept her. She just
was it like a C-section?
No.
Oh, okay.
She turned. It was easier. He say that she got there the day of her due date and had the baby.
That doesn't what?
That usually doesn't happen.
No, on your due date you don't go to the doctor.
No.
The day before, right?
No, because she was having contractions.
Contractions. Yeah. So you have contractions, then you go.
Yeah.
But it was around the due date.
Yeah. Oh, okay, got you.
Did your girls shit themselves while having a baby?
I don't know.
I heard that's a thing.
I hope.
That's a crazy
that's
question.
Like
no.
I'm glad I didn't see it.
Yeah. And honestly, they have the guy positioned. They have the dude positioned in a way where he's not looking direct. He's not looking at like the whole thing. Yeah. He's kind of looking over her legs to see like.
I did see it though. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
I've been in that position before when Lil Vic. And
that's why they have him hold the leg, so they're not like.
Yeah, fully. People are like, "Oh, you don't get like traumatized," and I'm like, "No, I didn't really look. I was more so like you said, like right on the side. Yeah. So you're like here, but you don't look there.
It's a view of the baby,
unless you like want to, you know. Eventually, like you can, but that'll like.
She was like squeezing my.
You deserved it. You almost broke her fucking pussy.
So did your girls shit themselves, or did you shit themselves, or no?
No.
I'm just saying. I heard it was a thing. The homegirl was like, damn, fool, a little poop came out when I had my baby.
I don't know that I could tell.
And I was like...
And honestly, at the doctor's...
No wonder you're a shithead. I told my little gossip.
At the doctors, too, they're so used to anything happening that I don't think they're like, hey, you pooped. Like, no one says, like, hey, you pooped with this baby.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that they don't feed you food during labor. It's all ice chips. So in efforts to avoid that, you know, they
don't worry, you're never gonna have to give birth. So
exactly,
you'll probably pass out.
Right?
Yeah.
You probably.
I know, bad fool. But yeah,
it was so cool. Like I think one of the sweetest moments of Jorge, my husband, is when I was giving birth to Jorgito, and he was like, "You got this, babe. You got this," because it was like time to push, and I could hear him like. Oh my gosh, like seeing Jorgito, like him just being in the presence of that, like, and it's not like a gross, it was just like, wow, like in awe of what is happening, you know? And I'm like, that moment, even though I'm pushing, even though like, it's like, I just took in how he was, you know? And it was so beautiful.
No cap, you look at women different after something like that.
That's insane. Like,
because you're like, oh my God, you're a God. Like, you gave
like
birth to a human being.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, think about it. Right. Like, it sounds normal. Yeah, girls have, but when you actually see life happen in front of you, and then you take this kid and then now he's yours, and you take him home, and you just
all the gross shit that you think is gross in that moment is not. No. But I'm saying because you're like, oh, you shit, bro. Oh, I'm not gonna have a baby. I'm gonna.
Was raised by in a house full of women. I'm just saying. I heard
no, but even in that moment, like that stuff doesn't matter. Because in that moment, like it's even like the babies come out with like stuff on them, like whatever the placenta is or whatever. They clean them up and they put them on you. And unless you're my sister is different. She's like, can you clean them before? But even her like OCD in it? Yeah, like yes. Yeah. And shout out to my sister Monica, I love you. But even like their ultrasound, she's like, they look like aliens. And I'm like, Monica, these are your children, bro. But like even some girls don't like they feel like, oh, this is gross. But to me, it's like this is like. Yeah, sorry, I'm like right here.
Did it feel weird when you guys cut the cord?
No, I didn't do it.
That's like a guy thing, right?
I think I did. I feel like I was in like a weird space where I probably did it. But also, they make it really easy for you.
Yeah,
like they like
it's already done. It's
they're
just
like they hand you the scissors, they pull everything, and they're like, cut here.
Yeah.
And then you're just like,
okay. You're like, I don't want to cut my kid.
Yeah, they don't like make you like get the cord and be like, all right, we're gonna cut this fucker.
Yeah. It's essentially like right here.
Yeah. What about
it's like a ribbon cutting.
What about the slapping the ass thing so the baby could cry? That's the thing.
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I'm asking these questions.
No, we're answering.
They grab them crazy though. Like,
the weight. Because normally how we think like take care of the head, the neck or whatever. They're just like. Yeah.
Like a rally monkey.
If they're not crying, then they're trying to see they try to either clear their airways because sometimes since they've been in a sack of water, they might have stuff in their mouth, up their nose.
You can tell how they cry if they're crying with like they sound like nasally. They might have some stuff.
Yeah, shout out to babies. Shout out to the ladies that give birth to babies. Shout out to Vic's sister and her beautiful niece.
Gia Vanessa.
His beautiful niece, Gia.
Wow, baby! Shout out, baby! I'm having a baby this year, you guys. Psych, motherfucker! I ain't having no kids.
It'll be too late unless you already started. Because we're in May.
It's because, look, I want to be the only one in the pod with no kids.
Okay, let's see how far that goes.
So I can be different and not relate to the stress.
Not relate to stress.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But shout out your kids. I love you guys' kids. Lil Vic is like Vic, just nicer. And Jorgito is just like Jorge, just more meaner. Yeah. So it's like dope replications of you guys.
Yeah.
And they're both cool-ass little fools. You know
what would little Duno be like?
He'd probably be a little fucker, too.
Yeah.
But see, what's dope is that by the time, let's say I already have a kid, Jorgito's 4, Lil Vic's
8.
Yeah, your kids could take care of my kids. Ass home. You know what I mean? Go with you, Lil Vic. Hey, Lil Vic, I got you some Fortnite points.
Yeah, I'm sure my 14-year-old Vic is going to want to babysit.
Do you mean 9-year-old Vic?
No, I'm saying like in the future.
No, it's going to happen, remember?
Oh, you're going to? Okay.
No, put that on me.
You put it on yourself, bro.
I don't want to be like you guys.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out the babies. Shout out the baby mamas.
Shout out the babies.
Yeah. Shout out the single baby mamas.
Vic's new addition to the family. It's cool because Vic's family is goals. These fools support. Like his aunt just got me a shirt.
Yeah, facts. Some chunk.
That's amazing.
Shout out my tia.
But like his family's so supportive. They go out to all the events. They're super happy. They're in the comments. What up, Carmen? Yeah. They're talking back to people in the chat. Like his son is watching. Bree is so supportive. She reposts everything. Like my sister would never. With Cookie's on these things and sometimes she doesn't.
Yeah, good. Be like, that's your shit, food. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Ulloas. They're killing it out here.
Yeah, shout out to Ulloas. It's gonna be cool to be a Theo. Like now,
I'm so excited. I'm gonna go meet her right now after this.
Oh, you haven't met her?
I haven't met her yet. I was in Vegas.
Take her a little bouquet.
I am. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, let's move on to Don't You Know I'm Local. Yes. Is that good, guys?
Yes.
Oh, no. Yeah. Don't You Know I'm Local. There is a post office in Pacoima. Shout out the Great 1-8.
Yeah.
And they're naming it after Ritchie Valens.
Para bailar la bamba. Se necesita una coca y mota. I'm just kidding. Shout out Ritchie Valens. He is a great. I love the movie La Bamba. You feel me? It's a great movie. Oh, Donna. Did you ever dedicate O'Donna to a girl?
No.
You wasn't a legend like me.
You dedicated
O'Donna to a girl.
Was her name Donna?
No, but I just you feel me? When I put it, I just be like, listen to O'Donna, but just know it's for you.
Go ahead.
No, I just thought that I didn't know. I mean, I love La Bamba. I've seen it. But I didn't know he was 17 when he passed away.
Yeah, he was young.
So he had hits in his teenage. He was like the first Lil Bow Wow type shit. Like early, young legend. Like really churning out hits that we still listen to to this day. So
a Mexican with snow bunnies.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's a legend.
I want to put that out there.
Jose, on the screen, go up a little bit. So it's gonna be his what would have been his 81st birthday, but what is that date? What would be his 81st birthday? Because they're not only doing the post office, there's also going to be a mural that's painted. I used to go to Ritchie Valens Park in Pacoima. I used to do summer day camp there. It's essentially fucking daycare, but they just in the summer, so they call it summer day camp. But it was really cool, and I love that area. Like, shout out to, like, there's a pool right across the street. Like, all the cholos were nice when we got our free lunch and everything. Like, they were super cool. Hey, can you get me one too? Like, super cool. Shout out to all, like, anybody around that area. Really
That's
cool.
crazy that they're naming a post office after that food.
Man.
I mean, obviously it's well deserved, of course.
To be 17 years old and make that
May
much of an
13th?
impact.
Oh, so it passed already.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Ritchie Valens.
Happy birthday.
Late birthday, Ritchie Valens.
Ritchie Valens, eh?
And still to this day, the saddest fucking
I was about to
instrumental
say that.
is Sleepwalker. When he died.
When he dies at the end, Richie!
Yeah.
That shit
And
breaks
they
my
play
heart
it on the
every time.
radio.
That's
Yeah.
so fucking sad.
So
wey.
sad.
No, and then it's sad when Donna pulls up and they're like, just come in. And then they sit her down in the classroom and then they tell her, like, fuck, way. That is a trip.
Or
fool.
what about, like, when the brother was coloring or stealing people's characters? That was the brother, right? In La Bamba?
Yeah.
It's the older brother. He would, like, go, like, he traced over drawings or something.
Oh.
I don't know. Might be a different movie.
No,
I think,
it's not Mama, but he wasn't stealing characters. He was just making him super animation and he's...
No, I think they were drawn already. He was retracing him or something.
To, like, feel like, oh, I am artsy
This is
too?
mine. I don't know
or-
what the storyline was. I just remember seeing the brother with some Mickey Mouse shit.
No, he submitted to an art contest.
to an art contest.
Oh.
But it was off of a tracing.
He was basing them off of like cartoon characters.
Yeah, cartoon characters.
Because they took it away from him too. Like, he was the bad one.
No, he
So
won that.
he kind of plagiarized, is what you're saying?
That's not... Okay, maybe I'm...
Anyway, shout out Ritchie.
Maybe I just did that
Yeah.
when I was young. No, because before... Let me tell you, before on coloring books, they had a page that you put over and you could draw whatever. Like, let's say it's Simba, right? There was like a lighter page that you put it over the Simba and you could draw it.
Oh, no. He
So-
just won like a drawing thing.
I'm going to look it up while y'all talk.
Yeah. But shout out Ritchie Valens. That was a great
Shout out to
movie.
Ritchie Valens.
Shout out him for dating
Shout
a
out to
white
the
woman.
hometown hero.
You know what I mean? You got to give him credit for that in those times. It was very critical.
That
you know what I
was
mean?
kind of
Like,
scary.
You know what? You're
Yeah,
right.
like in those, like, him
Ballsy
dating a girl
move.
named Donna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is crazy, food. The dad didn't accept him.
Hey, but maybe a Latina would have told him not to get on the plane. You think about
Okay, Vic.
that? What? You don't think so? It's a
She would have told
possibility.
him, don't get on the plane without me.
Yeah.
We're going too.
We're going to.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Who's
that was.
texting us?
But yeah, sleepwalking has to be like the saddest. Like, bro, what's all at a party and the churros play sleepwalking? They're like, it's my rola. I
Damn.
remember the homie back in the day, and I was like, fool, don't start crying now. I'll change the shit if you want me to. You know, he's like, nah, leave it, fool. It's remind me of good times. And I was like, why do you talk like that?
That's bad.
Yeah. Ritchie Valens, you know, that's dope. I think that's dope for the city of Pacoima too, because I feel like they take really good. I mean, like, obviously, if Ritchie Valens was from downtown LA, the pride for him would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the Valley has him. I don't have anything
Yeah.
else.
He went to San Fernando High.
Damn.
So-
Is that where you
Real
went?
Valley kid.
Oh.
Hey, keep it a buck. If Ritchie wasn't a singer, you think he'll be a tagger from the Valley?
I don't know. He might be a gangbanger.
From the projects?
Yeah.
Shout out
Pacoima used to
Ritchie.
be wild.
Yeah, but man, that was a great movie.
Great.
Yeah,
movie.
you guys, I'm not finding the exact thing on the brother, but it says like, yeah, that he was dumpster diving, and then he got the gels of like Woody Woodpecker or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
in
in
The movie.
yeah. So those are not his.
No, but he was teaching himself how to draw.
Yeah, there you go. So something was going on in my brain that was connecting them. I don't know. Y'all had me feeling like I was explaining
I
another
don't know.
whole
I
ass
forgot.
video.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I watch that movie at least once a year to remind me how much of a fucking legend he was.
He's his brother's still alive.
Well, just do it with me one time, Letty.
No, it's during the day. They're gonna come knock.
Oh, sorry. I love that part of the movie when they just keep making him say, "Oh well, what's your time?"
You should be Ritchie Valens for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I'm too big. I gotta keep going to
No,
the gym.
you and you are.
I got time.
Hey, are you at that point of like gym life where you visit other gyms?
Fuck no.
Cause that happens. Like I was so heavy in
They
gyms. I used to go.
criticize other
I went
gyms?
to like the Gold's Gym in Venice, like different places, like
Nah, but I'm
yeah.
at the point
Muscle
where
Beach. I went to Muscle Beach.
I ain't gonna lie, but I'm like one time recently I told a homie like, "Hey, don't eat that." He looked at me like, "Your fat ass the fuck up." And I was just like, and I was like, you know what, you're right, but you do what you want, burrito.
Are you on pre-workout vibes? You take pre-workout?
Nah, like I don't drink coffee. Like some girl was like, "You don't drink coffee?" I was like, "Nah, water and wash my face."
Have you ever
And check the group chat.
drank pre-workout?
Yeah, I have. I've done it before.
That shit makes you feel crazy.
But you feel me? Like I'm not going in there crazy. Like I'm not in there like I'm not wearing like bands on my knees and like
Bands to make them dance.
You know, I'm not doing none of that shit. I don't got like strap-ons. Like when I'm about to squat, I don't fucking choo. Or like I see some girl today, or like she was just like she'll pick up the dumbbell and she was like. I was like, all right, relax. Your
If
back's
anyone owns a gym, has a boot camp, like have us do a class. Because Josh's mom
And I told y'all,
owns a fucking gym, but he never invites us to go to the gym.
Bro, I've told you guys many times, y'all don't want to work out.
Let's go.
I'm down,
We should
I'm
have.
down.
See, but
brown
Josh
bag
is the
workout.
type of fool that hasn't worked out in years. But the one day he'll work out, he's just gonna go super crazy on you, and I'm not.
No, he
down to
just
deal with
goes
it.
there and he like.
I've actually been on my workout too.
Yeah, he does.
I've been working out.
Nah, but yeah, it's dope. I love this shit. You know, you get to see bad little biddies do their thing. You feel me? Mind your business. Bumps of good music. You know, you guys helped me with the playlist.
Oh
We
yeah.
did- oh, not me. I was not a part of that.
So I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah. But
Josh,
yeah,
can we go to your mom's gym
Yeah, we could walk.
all together?
But I'm not
field
down to
trip.
throw up. Like I'm not down to throw up after the workout. Like I'm down to sweat.
It's just
super
funny because
active.
it's like going over your friend's house, right? And then he fights with his mom, and then you're like, oh, damn. Like, imagine we're at the gym, and then Josh gets it, which is very likely with Josh's
When
relationship.
they start throwing dumbbells at each other.
Fuck.
Letty just duck.
Some
Should've
shit like
moved in
that.
with that.
Some shit like that happened to me recently with like work. It was like the homie was on the other line getting we're on like a 3-way call, and the homie was getting chewed out. And I was just like sitting there, and then he's like, "Yeah, great job, Vic. Great job, though, Vic." And I was like, it was
Yeah.
literally like it felt like when you get yelled at
That's
your
what's-
homie's house. I was like, ooh, like, yeah. I'm like, why can't you be more like
But
Vic?
we would love to go.
Yeah, man, I just had that experience at work.
He'd be like, "Don't squat in front of my friends, mom."
His mom is
My
fine,
mama
though.
outworked all of us. Truthfully.
Facts.
Yeah,
That's
no,
dope.
I believe it.
We
Facts.
just did a Spartan race. It's
Yeah.
like
No way.
some crazy ass fucking obstacle course in Big Bear.
Shout out
Wow.
to Josh's mom.
Hell
She's
yeah.
got it going on.
But yeah.
And honestly, I know it must be a lot being Josh's mom.
Yeah, Josh is a lot.
Yeah, Josh is a lot.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so if you guys have a gym or a boot camp,
Yeah, let
we
us
are
do
there.
it.
I'm there.
Hey, when you get skinny, you're gonna be the one of those obnoxious like dudes like
Nah.
calling other people fat.
Nah.
Because the
Or
homie
maybe.
Swift
Swift
is like that. The other day, he raps. He said a bar. He's like, "You guys are fat as fuck." Like he said something. I'm like, "You?" Like he used to be
Yeah,
350
something
pounds.
pounds,
Now
yeah.
he's skinny. He's like 200 something. But like it was just funny. I'm like, bro, it's still weird for
Now you're
him.
body shaming.
For him to call other people fat
Yeah.
is hilarious. I'm like,
I do that now.
Yeah.
Fat ass shit.
He didn't need to lose weight to do that.
Yeah, but you know, bro, last time I was kicking on my homegirls and there was other girls around that did in our relationship. They shut your fat ass the fuck up, looking like a fucking bola. And the girls were like, "Oh my God, that is so rude."
So right.
I was like, "Shut the fuck up.
that's bad.
Mind your fucking business."
Oh, we gotta talk about Selena. That's coming up.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's this weekend. There is a documentary that drops. I want to talk about real quick. It's a documentary with Nipsey and the Marathon, and they're talking about the Marathon Cultivation. They had screenings last weekend, and it was really amazing to be there. And there's a new Marathon store on Melrose, which is fire. Like they set up, like Nip always wanted to be close to like the vibe of like Fairfax, where there was a Supreme, there was like I think the store Youth and things of that nature, like, and being that close. So he's on Melrose, which is a vibe in itself, and on the top there's a rooftop which they want to set up for like exclusive either like shopping experiences or like events, and this was one of the first events that they've thrown, which is a screening of the documentary about the dispensary. And what's so cool about it is it goes into Nipsey's love for weed but also business mind for weed. Like, rappers love weed, but Nipsey was like, I'm gonna make Marathon OG. And then Marathon OG was he just really was able to brand that, you know? In an era where you think like Snoop should have something or like, you know, Wiz had something, Nipsey really made Marathon OG stand out. And so it's kind of talking on that journey from the different strains. There's a Black Sam or Uncle Sam OG. There's Marathon OG. There's different strains that they talk about. Just the journey to get there. A lot of footage of Nip himself going to the growers and just those deals being done that people haven't seen before. It's a really, really great little mini doc. And shout out to Norby. He's the homie. Norby has worked a lot with Nipsey, even towards like the latter half of his life, and has some great footage, like incredible footage. So I just want to shout out the team. That mini doc should be out right now, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And I believe June 17th or June 18th is going to be the grand opening of their store that is in Canoga Park. You've been there, huh, Josh?
Yeah.
They made that thing look bomb. Like, it's an experience. Like, they have different murals set up. The inside looks like plush, like beautiful, right? Like an Apple store. Or you know how Mad Men has set up like MedMen? They wanted that. And I think that's just the whole Nipsey experience of like making it more than just the local weed shop. Mm-hmm. It's gotta be an experience. You think of like his store, it became the first smart store. Yeah. What does this mean for his legacy? And just going off of the line in Racks in the Middle where he says like, you know, finish what we started. And this is something he definitely started. So
that's
really
so
cool.
dope. I wish I would have went. I was stuck in Vegas. I stayed longer than I was supposed to, but you know, George reached out. He's like, yo, come. And I was like, oh, perfect. It's on Melrose. Yeah. I thought I was going to get back in time, but I didn't. But that is so dope. The fact that all this footage is like, look, what a lot of rappers do these days, and like, well, I'm blowing the secret, they just slap their name on something. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, this is a something weed, right? But like you said, like this is showing proof that like, no, he cultivated it. That's
went to different growers. This shit took time.
Made sure tested it out.
Yep.
Okay, going with the right people, getting involved with, you know, the right growers and everything to make it top shelf, like pretty much everything you did.
Right.
So I'm really curious. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's great. And even if you're not so I don't smoke weed, but I just love it for the history of it. Just even seeing how, like, I think the business minded of it too. Like, Josh, I know you're going into your own weed journey. So even like thinking of that, like at first he's like, they initially started with licensing, which is basically like, just slap my name on it, let me sell it. It's a whole grow house. It's a whole thing on its own. I'm just gonna market it basically. Whereas he was like, no, we can, like, let's look for our license, how hard it is to get a license, and then the store and how it looked like before to how it looks like now. Like, all of that is in this little mini doc and captured perfectly. I think them, even as a team, I even say this with Jorge because Jorge has been documenting Nipsey for decades, right? To even have that wherewithal back then. Now with Instagram, we know we need video, we need photos. But back then, to be like, I need to document the whole process, not knowing that, wow, look at how it's serving its purpose later on. Like, it's in documentaries or like memorials or things like that. Things people normally won't have. Like, Jorge had Nipsey coming straight out of being locked up, going to his parole officer. All those things is like, they're more story than anything. But because Jorge was there, he documented it. So them even having the wherewithal to document this journey of becoming like what they are going to be in the weed industry is really cool. So definitely check out the little mini doc. If you're around the Canoga Park area, people drive the fuck out. They wait in line. They waited in rain because it's been open, but this is like the grand opening of the actual like dispensary. That's a dispensary, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, watch it.
And I love that, you know, to piggyback off what you said, how he went from having the middleman to saying what he always says, fuck the middleman. So that's so dope.
That's fire.
Yeah. And low-key, Jorge really wanted you guys there, but you weren't. That's fine.
Sorry.
No, I had to work.
I know. But to me, I feel really important that, like, Jorge loves you. I know I love you guys.
Yeah.
Love him too.
You know?
No, we love JP.
Yeah.
It's my dog.
Yeah.
I used to add him. I had him on MySpace. I added him on MySpace back in the day.
Vic has a poster of him at his
Oh,
house.
wait, you're still. Vic's only my friend because I'm married to her. Okay, let's move on. Brown Pride.
Brown Pride. Alien going with the aliens. Yeah. Shout out. What's her name?
You are an asshole, sir.
How do you say her name?
Katia. Say the last part.
Katia Escalera.
No.
Just kidding.
Echazareta. Echazareta.
She's from the pyramids.
Yeah, Katia. But that's a nice name, Katia.
But yeah, so basically she kind of won like a contest, and she's going to space.
To space.
Yeah. So Blue Origin is like a space thing. I don't know who does Blue Origin. It's one of the rich motherfuckers. It's that one dude.
No,
It's not.
something else.
It's not Bezos.
It's something different.
All right. Well, I guess they did a contest, and she's one of the 6 people that's gonna go into space, and she is Mexican born.
So these are not astronauts that are going into. At
They're
first, I was
just
like,
regular ass folks.
yeah, like we could go into space, and there's 2
Yeah.
Victors that are going into space, which is kind of depressing because now I'm gonna be the 3rd if I go.
Yeah, actually, my bad. I think
Yeah.
it is Jeff Bezos and
Yeah.
CEO Bob Smith.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Letty was right.
Trying to
Put
make
one
it
on the
look
board.
stupid.
Put one on the board.
Okay, keep going, Vic.
Yeah, no, she was right.
So they did a contest.
Yeah, so 6 people are going into space. Civilians, as you can say, and that's dope. Like, I just got to thinking, like, okay, this is the first Latina in space, so that's cool in itself.
Okay.
But what do you think she's
Shout out
taking
to
with
all
her?
the NASA. There's probably a NASA like astronaut that's like, all right, motherfuckers, we've been going to space. Like, why is it now a thing? Because these rich people are sending people to space.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Technically, the conspiracy is that we've never really been to space or the moon. Never walked the moon.
Wow.
Wow.
For sure walked the moon.
What do you think she?
Moonwalked.
If you have to take one thing to space, what would you
Okay.
take?
That's a great question. Do you know? Please answer.
A Don Julio bottle. So I'm in space like, dude, imagine getting drunk in space.
You get a space hangover?
You think so? I could just throw up and it'll just float everywhere. I'm so down. I'm excited for her to be in space. Cause look, this is a joke. Obviously, you guys, I am Mexican. I can say this, but like, dude, think about irony. An alien meets an alien. They kick it, get drunk.
Okay.
They party, and they just kick it.
Well,
I'm with it. I'm glad she won. I'm glad she was born and raised in Mexico. You feel me? Get it cracking. You feel me? Get it. She's
not an alien if she's in space, technically. Or is she an alien to outer space? Aren't we all?
Yes.
Whoa. Think about that.
Whoa.
We're aliens to aliens.
Don
Hey.
Francisco is working on a docuseries.
Wait. What would you take to space?
My children.
Okay.
I don't know.
But what if the aliens eat the
Besides
children?
your children.
Okay, what would I take to
Like
space?
just one item.
One item that I would take to space.
Big ass backpack.
Microphone so we could record a podcast.
Oh,
in space.
potting in space?
Okay, bitch. All right, what would you take to space, Vic?
My chicken nugget.
iPod. What? Damn.
What are we taking to space, babe?
I would take an iPod.
They don't make them anymore.
I know, but it was just because you don't need to be connected to any type of Wi-Fi or anything.
Well,
And then I could listen to Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Oh, okay.
That'd be sick. And then just have like a whole like space playlist.
So you can't listen to that with your iPhone?
I mean, I probably wouldn't get
So
reception.
just say you
up
don't
there.
touch the chicken nugget when you're in space.
Sorry, babe, I was in space. I swear to God.
Send me a picture. I can't. The aliens ate my phone.
Damn.
Hey, Letty, do it tell you keep alien as a pet. Would you keep one?
If they were to tell me to keep an alien as a pet, who was to tell me?
Like let's just say we
They?
bring
The aliens? Yeah.
And then what would you name it? Fetal lice? That went over their head. That's what they call the dogs in Mexico. Aliens. They're Mexican now. Okay,
No, tell me about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
And fucking in Mexico, like all the dogs that are walking together, they call them fetal lice. You never heard that?
No.
Fetal lice?
Like fetal lice, like a bunch of like because they have like fleas and shit. Fetal lice. You guys never heard that?
No.
So in Mexico they call him lice.
Like in TJ when
So Fido, like fetal, like a dog.
Yeah, fetal lice. Yeah.
And then lice for lice.
Yeah, fetal lice.
Well, wouldn't
You
they
guys
say
never
lice
heard
in
that?
Spanish? How do you say lice
Yeah.
in Spanish?
Fetal lice. Yeah.
All right, but how do you say lice in Spanish?
So that's like a stray dog, basically?
Huh? Piojo. Wouldn't you call it fetal piojo? That kind of sounds like it's not a Mexican term.
I don't know why they name it fetal lice,
It
but
sounds
that's the word they go with. So in Mexico, when there's a bunch of dogs, they go like, oh, mira tu pinche fetal lice. So like when my mom sees like a little chihuahua that's ugly,
Yeah.
she's like, pinche fetal lice.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But when there's packs, los fetal lices.
What,
You learn
Maximo?
something new every day.
It's spelled FIRULAIS.
Fetal lace? Like
Fetal
Frito
lice.
lace?
No.
Fetal
Lice. LAIS.
That's interesting. I didn't
We're
know
fetal
that.
lice.
Yeah, we're
That's
definitely
us.
fetal lice.
We're mutts. We're little mutts.
Stray dog. That's cool. I didn't
If
know
you
that.
had a pet from space, what would you name it?
If I had a name
You
for
asked the question, so I'm just
what would I
re-asking.
name it? My ex, because she's out this world. That was a good. Damn, I'm not on the road today.
We all have our off day.
What has happened? What is happening to
You know what it is?
us?
I've had an off day before. It's all
What would
good.
you name yours? Dallas?
Kang or Kodos? If you watch The
Why?
Simpsons, they have two aliens, and then they're named Kang and Kodos.
Oh.
And they're pretty cool.
What would you name? Oh, fetal lice.
No, you named it for me.
Okay, what would you name it?
If I had a dog from space, I don't know. I would name him fucking
Chucho.
Stitch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a good one. That's
I
a good
thought
one.
that was obvious, and you guys are coming with some crazy names.
That's a good one.
Stitch is
Stitch
cool.
is from space.
Yeah.
We know that. We've seen the movie.
Okay, it's a great movie, by the way.
Don Francisco.
Don Francisco. There's a docu-series in the work that follows Don Francisco, talking about the immigrant experience in the U.S., but more specifically talking about him too.
That is so
Don
fire.
Francisco. Shout out to you.
I thought he was a
freaking
fucking
national
Mexican,
treasure.
dog.
He's not.
He's Chilean?
Not.
He's everything.
Chilean and Jewish. And I don't know that his name is Don Francisco. He has a.
Oh,
Shut the fuck
my
up.
I'm
No
telling
way.
you, his real name
Is everything alive?
Look, check this out. His real name is Mario Kreutzberger.
Oh,
what the fuck?
you lied to us.
Kreutzberger.
You fucker.
Better known as
Was it even on like recorded on a Saturday, or was that a lie too? What the fuck?
Was the sábado chiquito?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Or was it really gigante?
Oh my god.
Damn.
Were you really boning doñas or you weren't? Damn,
That was probably
damn,
true.
Cisco. You think he was boning the doñas?
Yeah. But it's going to talk about how he's from Miami and was able to create this show that is definitely ingrained in our memories
yeah.
in our childhood.
And if I knew it was a wax summer, we were watching Sabado Gigante.
Gigante.
Yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck? He wasn't Mexican. He's Chilean and Jewish.
You guys just
Yeah.
blew up my
And his
whole
name's
like
not
But
even
that's
childhood.
more our bad because it's not like he was ever like, hey, I'm Mexican.
We just assumed.
We assumed because we thought he was whatever we are.
And then Cuban people probably assumed that he was Cuban.
yeah.
And then
Chilean people but just been knowing.
yeah,
Hey.
they didn't want to tell anybody. Why didn't you tell us,
And
Maximo?
then Jewish people were like,
God damn it.
Mario Kreutzberger.
Wow.
Probably saying it wrong too.
Mario quits lying.
So who's Don Francisco? Like what? Where did this
Facts.
come from?
Maybe we will learn
It's kind of like Don
when we watch
Chete.
the Cheto.
Cheto.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe.
He's
maybe
young.
we'll-
He's really young.
Yeah, no, that's a trip.
Oh yeah, that's all like makeup,
Yeah.
like the grays.
It's a
and all that.
character.
That is.
He's
fucking
old now, but
crazy.
he definitely is like an older character.
Don
looking.
Francisco isn't. Francisco. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
isn't
didn't
that
even
wild?
know that wasn't his fucking real name.
Yeah.
You liar. Chiliar.
Maybe we'll find out why.
Oh, I'm so stressed out.
You're a
I
fucking
know,
chiliar.
right?
What else is a lie? Jesus
The
Christ.
chicken really
But-
crossed the road?
All I want to know is if they unveil El Chacal.
Oh.
That would be dope to unveil who that is.
Wow.
Mario Lopez.
It's my
It's Little Mr. E, and then Little Mr. E
Facts.
takes off the shit.
Damn.
yeah.
Everything. Wow. I'm just like so.
There's no
mind-blown.
release date yet, but just there you go.
I'm gonna watch it
You're
1,000%. Is it what is it coming out?
So this shouldn't be brown pie yet, huh? Because we feel a little bit hurt. We're brown hurt right now.
Yeah,
I'm just
hurt.
lies.
Yeah,
Lies.
Yeah.
That food's just a super active chalayer.
Chalayer.
I don't know how I feel about this food. Hyping on my mom every Sabado.
Yeah.
That food was hella. He was consistent.
Speaking of Saturday. Saturday Night Live. Okay, Selena Gomez hosted this past weekend, and there is a clip of a show called Peak on Pico, set in Pico Rivera, her and her homegirl. And they are, like, they're going viral for a clip.
That's good. Yeah, because when I heard that, I was like, that's sad. That's sad.
Let's reenact it.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's sad.
That shit was pretty bad.
That was bad.
That was bad. Your dad was a bad man. My dad was Batman. No, your dad was a bad man.
You had a great dad. That a bad man.
That's good.
That's sad.
Because you turn your bad in your is good.
Yeah.
You
Had a
turn
bad
your,
dad.
you
You
turn
have
your
to
dad
watch-
into comedy. That's good.
If I had a bad dad, I did a lot of crack.
Your dad did crack.
Okay.
His dad was a crackhead.
You guys parents divorced.
They died. That was bad.
That's bad.
But then he cried when
But
he
we turn it into comedy, so that's good.
Yeah. But that's still sad.
Vic cried when they said, Mom and Dad, we're not going to be together no more.
That's sad.
But they're fighting so much, so they left, and that was good.
Selena Gomez, you fuck.
Why did you do that, Selena? Your mom did not name you after Selena Quintanilla for you to go ahead and do this, dog. Fuck.
Yeah, and they said the crease. She had that
Yeah.
shit buttoned up.
I wonder how people from Pico Rivera feel, because low-key, I think the worst thing to happen during this whole thing, like even worse than that's that, is that they pan to a guy outside at the park in Pico, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Nah, it was the Rose Garden in fucking Exposition, which is in South
Which
Central.
is a lie.
So, Selena, you're a fucking liar.
You and the Francisco.
You and the Francisco.
I think that's the name of
Yes,
this
keep
podcast.
belling us.
Chalayer.
Yeah. Chilaya.
It's fucking liars.
That's sad.
That's fucking sad.
No, but people do feel away because this is on SNL. Clearly, their audience is not us.
Yeah.
And they were portraying what would be like Chicana Chola.
Cholas. Yeah.
Yeah, interviewing on a show. Which, hey, I am all for some Chicana Cholas having a show. And I think that would be cool. I think we're ready for that. And shout out to all the girls and all the homegirls and all the Chicanas that have podcasts and have shows. And I definitely know that it's not funny to you guys if you're creating in that sense. Like this should be an actual goal, not a parody of Latinas doing it. So
yeah, because I think if Selena would have, like, real life, maybe, like, took in some, like, dope advice from maybe, like, a super duper Chicana, like Chola, very brown pride and all that, I think that would have been dope. I think it's, like, comedy. Like, I love comedy. I make fun of my people. I make fun of, and, like, you know, like, that's dope. That's always funny to me. People could be sensitive about shit, but I love when it's comedy with everybody. And we're talking about this because I was kicking it with Andrew, and, you know, it's whatever. But when you kind of don't, like, you didn't make it funny. You just kind of made it. Well, what you say?
it's not funny to us. It's funny about us.
They're laughing at us, not with us.
There's that part too. Because even when you clown, like, your audience is us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are Latina, like, makeup tutorials where the girl's, like, overlining her lips. She has hoops. She has crunched hair or whatever. But also her audience is not, like, a more predominantly white audience that, like, we didn't even see this happen in real time. There's actually people that saw this in real time because that's the SNL audience. This is more affecting us because it like, is hitting at like, stereotypes. You know, of Latinas that, while there are, like, that is a type of Latina, that's not all Latinas. And I think we get into, like, we're not all like that, or that's not how, like, that's low-key. I don't even want to say in the past because there's some dope-ass chola vibes. Like, I love that, but it's just.
To me, it just wasn't funny like that. And we're making it funny because it was so bad to me. Like, it really didn't make me laugh.
We actually saw the full video.
Yeah.
The full
Yeah,
video
so
is like 4 minutes long.
It's hard to watch.
And it just drags.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you get like the little chuckles and like the how they're going. But then they're bringing on different guests. It's just not hitting.
Yeah, it just wasn't too
Yeah.
funny. And it was like, okay, what was the purpose of this? And to me, I'm somebody that's like, okay, if you're going to do something, go full-fledged. Where was the bag of hot Cheetos? Where was the eyeliner? Where was the everything? Like,
Where was
fuck it. Like, make it funnier. Do some more research.
Yeah.
Make it, okay, what's different about Pico Rivera? Bring something up about Pico Rivera. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the Sports Arena, Avenue 26, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, make it really real.
Yep.
They could have made that any city in LA. They just happened to,
Right.
Pico Rivera. They're probably Googling fucking cities in Los Angeles and
Yeah.
landed on that one.
And now, Juno, you said that there was a girl that from Whittier that wrote this.
Yeah, and I think she was Latina. I see one of the homies mention it, and he was like, because I think people were going back and forth. Well, she's Mexican. Selena Gomez is
Right.
Latina, right? She's my Latina.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like, oh, but I guess it makes it okay so the Latina wrote it. And
okay.
I'm like, it's. I'm like, honestly, if it would have been funny, I would have laughed.
Yeah.
Like if I would have been
Yeah.
like, hey, Selena
Yeah.
Gomez,
You did that.
That was a good
Yeah.
one. That's what I'm saying. They should have
you
at least
killed
went
us.
full
You feel
in
me?
type shit.
I don't know. Maybe her boyfriend Bullet should have came out. Spooky. Like I don't know. Maybe different
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
shit.
it would have been.
Like I would have been like cool, but I
would've hit
I
harder.
could understand why people like. I'm not from that era. The super active one button on top and the rest of them are loose because I like buttoning
Right.
up on my shit. But you know, like I know people from that era, and I'm pretty sure it was like it wasn't funny. Fool. If it was funny, then hey, you know what? Kudos to you. You killed it.
I never even heard Cholas talk like that. That's
Yeah.
bad. That's sad. Like I
It
never
plays
even,
on just like an over, like there's this thing like a caricature, right? When you
Yeah.
sit down and they make you over animated,
Yeah.
it's like a caricature of what we are. It's not like it's similar to when they think all we do is say arriba, arriba, like we don't,
Yeah.
but only when the piñata and we're trying to hit it. But still, like it's just an exaggeration,
Oversimplification.
yeah, of like what even those people that you are like mocking or playing really act like.
It could have been done better.
It could have been better.
Yeah, but who knows?
You should
Maybe
have got Angela Johnson to help you with that shit. 'Cause
She's
she's
amazing.
on her shit with that.
She's amazing
Yeah.
at that. Bon Kui.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or there could have been a lot of people like
Facts.
What would you have done if you were a chola girl? It's for women.
not that bad.
It would've
My
been
friend
good.
says that this is so funny to me, at least. She's not Hispanic, but I'm like, do your Latina accent, and she only has to say one word. What is that word that she says? Literally doesn't have to say anything else, and it's Latina as fuck.
Chilaya.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
It's one word. That's good. That's a good one.
Hachiros.
No. You ready? Like. She's like, that's us. Like. That's all she does. I'm like, talk like a Latina. Like. And it's literally the way that she says it. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's us. Like, let's go.
Now, you know what's crazy? That, like, my cousins that were born and raised in East LA, they be like,
But it's like a long like.
Yeah.
I feel like my cousins be like, hey, what's
Like.
up, fool? And it's weird because I don't know, you feel me? But, you feel me? Yeah.
They didn't even say fool.
Say
The whole
boom.
like
I'm getting it
skit.
wrong.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah, they should have said fool.
they should have said fool. Like
Are you calling your
could
friend?
have been a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
wanted to say it better.
things.
Podcast.
Fucking Letty made like a dope, like, you know, like it was in like, it's not our audience.
Yeah. So at that point, it changes. At that point, it changes from like who you're doing it for.
Yeah.
Becomes more, is it exploitive or is it entertaining? All
Yeah.
of that, all of those deep dives and all of that, but just on the surface, was it funny? That little clip that people were going viral, I could see why it made you chuckle.
That shit was catchy.
The full video
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, but it was catchy. That was a bad man. That was like,
Yeah. It's just always bad when you're like
Like,
what's the word like the
Like.
expression they say like tap dancing for the white man, you know? Whatever the equivalent is for Latinos, like mariachi dancing.
and you know what
I
that
don't
is?
What?
That's sad.
That is sad.
All right. But speaking of cool or culo, this I want to talk to you guys about cool or culo. The Vargas brothers. Fernando Vargas has 3 sons. All of them are of age to start boxing. They boxed this past weekend for Triller. All 3 of them won. I think the youngest one is in his teens, and there's like a 21-year-old and another one in the early 20s. So there's Fernando Vargas Jr., there is Amado Vargas, and there's Emiliano Vargas. All of these three guys are setting up for their like way into just boxing, right? Pro boxing, U.S. boxing, all of that. Fernando Vargas, if you know him for being very like he's Mexican as fuck. Like, legendary shit boxer. Talker as fuck. I was low-key rooting for him to beat De La Hoya when they fought. He didn't.
Facts.
But he was on Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
You watch Alpha Dog? Yeah, with fucking
Incredible
Justin Timberlake.
Movie. Yep.
He was on that movie?
Yeah, he was in that movie.
Fernando Vargas is from my era, right?
I think he's
You
from
would know
Oxnard?
him if you've seen Alpha Dog. If you know De La Hoya.
Where is he from? Is he from Oxnard?
Vargas.
I want to say he's from Oxnard. Vargas? Something tells me he wasn't from LA exactly. No, he was definitely from like California.
So,
but he wasn't like LA proper.
I think especially when it comes to boxers that are juniors.
Oxnard,
yeah, I got it right.
From the 805.
It's a little tough because we all saw what happened with Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
I think also on that same card or in that same night, Evander Holyfield, his son, Evan Holyfield fought too. He didn't win.
He didn't win.
But to see the Vargas brothers, all three win, and low-key, they're on their shit. Like, they're little pretty boys. Like,
the youngest one is the most focused though.
Yeah, I interviewed them, and I could see the junior definitely taking a lot of like, I'm my dad's son, like namesake, all of that. And then Amado has curly hair. He's like, you could tell like this fool gets the bitches.
Rockstar.
Yeah, definitely rockstar lifestyle. Might not make it, but like this because song. He'll make it. See, that's Amado with the curly hair. And then the youngest one seems more like, okay, I'm fresh in this. I have a lot to prove. I have two older brothers. I'm going to do it. They all signed to Triller along with Humilde. This is like if he was Lamelo.
This is like the Ball family.
Yeah, the Ball family, but for boxing.
Yeah, this hard.
How do we feel about this?
There's something about boxers that when their dad was a boxer, they know they could fight, so they always carry themselves a certain way. So then you have to kind of hop them with your homies. Cause you can't do the one-on-one because you can get your ass beat. I'm not saying that specifically about the Vargas brothers because I didn't go to school with them. But I knew a boxer or two that I always thought they were like they just thought they was like, "Fool, we get it, you can fight," especially in front of the bench, and they thought they was, Yeah. And then they got maxed out in the cut, and it was like, "Yeah, shut your bitch ass up." But yeah, I'm out for the Vargas brothers.
Same.
I haven't seen too much of them. I did see the recap of it. Crazy left hook. The youngest one, which is the one that I felt like you could tell the way he was moving and all that, he was moving himself, right? Boom, boom, boom. They were doing their shit. They was killing it. But if we're talking about boxing and somebody that I know personally, the homie Scrappy Boxing, he's from East Hollywood. He knocked his opponent out the ring. You feel me? He is Latino, pretty boy, but he's cool as fuck. I met him before. You feel me? And he killed it. He was doing his shit. Yeah. But I just wanted to give him a shout out real quick because Latino doing this shit from the city, from Los Angeles.
That's
real LA baby, you feel me? Can we pull up the clip just so we can show Letty the clip real quick? Because he knocked him out the ring, fool. He's short, stocky.
He was on the
No, he was. Before you seen him at Reggaeton and all that.
Oh, really?
He's cool with Too Deep in them.
Nice.
Just for look up Scrappy Boxing this weekend.
Meanwhile, can I shout out Fernando Vargas' haircut?
You like his haircut?
Oh, the classic haircut.
Yeah, he had all the little kids with the highlights.
I wanted that shit. It was bangs. Yeah, it was a bald head, bangs that were bleached.
Yep.
I wanted that shit so bad.
I remember that shit. That was its own.
This is homie Scrappy Boxing. Okay. Look, right here, look. Oh, the ring!
That's fire.
Wow.
Shout out to Scrappy. I don't want to change the subject though.
No, yeah,
I don't want to be jumpy.
Yeah, my fault. I just want to give him a shout out real quick.
Yeah, definitely
Latino
shout
from
out.
Los Angeles, you feel me?
But let's...
The Vargas brothers.
Yeah.
So when you interviewed them, how was that vibe? What they vibe to give?
Listen to me. No, they were good kids. You could tell they're trained for it. My biggest concern was just how rowdy dad was. That if they're gonna be like that too, because it could be your demise. You could be quick to on some bullshit. You know.
Because his fall off was pretty quick. Like he had a hot start and then it was a
why? Because of personality and the way he carried himself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, even just when your fights don't match up. Like
yeah,
I see what you're saying. So you talk like real bad shit, but you lose.
Yeah, you can't talk regular. You can't talk like Adrian Broner, but then get
your ass knocked out.
You know, shit go bad for you. But also, I think the boys, it's crazy because they all look different, but they all look like their dad.
Yeah, they do.
It low-key looked like they were sitting all next to each other. So it was like Vargas, and then Junior, and then Emiliano, and then Amado. But if you looked at it from the side, it looked like those Animorph books.
Oh.
Where it goes from like a lizard to a
evolution.
kid. Yeah, it low-key looked like, damn, like this is him again and again and again. And the only thing I thought of was like, fuck, I'm screwed. Every son I have is gonna look like fucking Jorge, but different. Because I look here, I'm like, oh yeah, Luis doesn't look exactly like Jorgito, but they both look like their dad. And anyway, that was just me taking it personal. Yeah. But shout out to them. They I could see them putting in the work. They definitely, they definitely seem like they're taking it serious.
That's dope, though. Yeah.
I'm excited to see. I haven't done too much research on them yet, but I'm excited to see where they go.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm already like, oh, I don't know their weight classes and everything, but I would love to see them in the ring with like King Ryan and Pitbull and like just to see all these fighters and like sons of great fighters all just like eventually fight each other and eventually who wins is all of us because we get to watch that shit.
And they're Latinos, so 100% I'm supporting them. The youngest one, I don't know why, just from when you send the thing, I've seen other clips. The youngest one just seems like he's probably the one that probably puts up the best competition with the oldest one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or maybe the middle one.
Well, it's funny because even like I was interviewing the middle one, that's Amado, and I was like, would you ever fight your brothers? And his answer was so perfectly put to me. He's like, we're in the hurt business. Like, I get paid to hurt people. I don't want to hurt my brothers. But like just that shit, it makes it like, fuck yeah, like go. Yeah. But like, y'all fight each other all the time. Like brothers do that. Yeah. But I just like how they're presenting themselves. Yeah. And they're all wearing the same jumpsuits. Yeah, they're players. Looks fire. Yeah. Like, shout out to them.
Hell yeah. Shout out to
I hope they get to school on time.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what's crazy?
not that I want to drive them there. I just hope they get there on time.
No. But you know what's crazy about that? Like, I could imagine all three of them or all four of them just drunk and just like, want to get down?
Yeah.
It must be the most funnest thing to see.
They probably don't even drink. Their dad probably has them like this. Like, you want to be a world champion or not? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Was their dad a world champion?
Yeah. He won some belts.
Yeah.
Okay. Vicariously living through them, but okay.
Best haircut.
But also, he says they came from the royal nutsack, which is such a dad shit to say.
I don't have a dad, so I wouldn't know. But since he has today, appreciate your dad, you guys.
Your dad never told you like, "Hey, you came out of my balls."
Nah, you honestly, seriously, you want to know the one thing my dad ever told me? He's like, "Do as I say, not as I do." I mean, yeah, do as I say, as I do. He's like, "Don't. What I smoke is me. Don't do that." And I was like, "Cool." That was cool. Then we moved on. But yeah, shout out for them having a great dad and like, you feel me? Boxing, having the royal nutsack. I don't know if it's royal because I don't know about their dad, but
would you you're gonna tell your kid that?
Nah, I'm not too much. Like, if my kid wants to like be a diver, a professional diver, like I'm gonna go up there and dive with that fool. Like, you don't gotta do what the fuck I do.
Hey, what if your kid is born and then you notice that like he's funnier than you? How would you feel?
Then I have a retirement plan. I ain't knocking it.
Would you name your kid Junior?
Nah, I don't. I'm not too like. I feel like people should have their own identity. I think I see some shit where LeBron said he regretted naming Bronny like LeBron Jr.
It's a lot to live up to.
Yeah, fuck. Imagine that. Like, imagine Michael Jordan named his son Michael Jordan. Like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even just in general, they had so much to live up to.
Yeah, but I think his name's Bronny now. So
yeah,
it's different. But
Bronny.
Like, at least they're not. Are they juniors or only one of them is junior?
One is junior. Yeah.
One is junior. I think the other one has Fernando in the name too. Like Michael Jackson did that. Like he named it's Paris Michael Jackson. It's his daughter, but she has Michael Jackson middle name. Like I don't know. Blanket's name is something like that.
Every Mexican.
Kobe.
What?
His youngest.
The baby.
Capri Kobe Bryant.
Oh, that's so cool.
I want to say his youngest is Capri. Please double check me on that. But yeah, he named her middle name is Kobe.
No, but shout out to Vargas, but I hope y'all go far. Put on for the raza, y'all Latino.
Hell yeah. Keep going.
Pop. I should have wanted them sock me in my stomach, huh?
Capri.
Yeah, Capri Kobe Bryant, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Legend.
Yeah, legend. Okay, before I go, because my time is up. This week, Thursday, Friday, Monday, I am going to be on air on Cali 93.9. I'm going to be filling in for Melissa Rios. She does the afternoon show there. But I'm going to be talking fucking Spanglish. I don't know how I did this shit. No Sabo kids, what's up? They said we never make it, but look at us. En el radio, güey.
En el radio.
Hablando de Baruco and Bad Bunny. Mira nomás. A ver, háblame. I can do Spanglish. So
I was going to say, give us a preview of what you're going to say.
That's sad.
That's sad. That's good. Mira que hizo esta Selena Gomez. She went on SNL and she went, that's sad. ¿Qué piensan? ¿Qué piensan? It would be like that. It would be like mixing it up. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We're going to know Sabo ate the F up. They can't fire me. I'm filling in.
Yeah, like 30 seconds. We're just going to make a reggaeton song real quick.
Okay, go.
Right? You go.
I'm going to do Leticia's Noticias. That'll be fire.
Leticia's Noticias.
Yeah, look, fuck with me, dog.
Fuck with you, dog.
Letty.
Yeah.
La Letty.
La
La
Letty.
Letty. Oh, are you gonna say your name any differently than you usually say?
No, because Letty is like, it has an accent.
But you're gonna put some more salsa on it?
But honestly, I do like if it's not Farruko and Bad Bunny and Karol G because of Angie, La Bichota vibes. I don't know anybody else.
Anuel?
Oh yeah, because of Karol G.
Fuck it. What's it called? Fue el Alfa?
Yeah,
You have to say-
but I don't think we would play it.
Can you say bichotas on air? Or
Can
is
we? Angie, is that a good word? Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
close to the B word, right?
No, bichota like
It's radio.
full.
I know, but
Like,
it's radio.
hola bebecitas, Cali
Letty.
93.9. It's Letty. What song you want to hear? Oh, Bad Bunny? I got you. Let's go.
I let you real
Oh,
quick.
Bad Bunny again?
Okay,
Oh,
Bad Bunny again. Check us out.
I let you real quick. Can you give us a promo?
I just
In
did.
Spanish.
No,
No,
it's
no,
Spanglish.
no.
It's not Spanish. It's
Okay.
not La Raza, bro. This is literally.
It's a
Cali-
Spanglish station.
Yeah, it's Spanglish.
Give us like a
Oh, how are you gonna say Cali 93? Like,
just said it.
like super, like okay, like with the.
Chechen on the
salsa
radio,
on it,
Letty
no?
for radio. No.
I literally just did it.
For
You use your brown
Hey,
bag
be
voice.
funny. Hey, be funny. Hey, say a joke.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying do like if we were going to Occidental College.
First of all, it's Northwest College.
God, here it comes.
No.
Ah.
I need to tinkle. I need to go pick up my babies. But our girl Angie with Sombra Sala is here.
Angie, come on.
Angie.
Sombra Sala.
We are back.
Angie, the Mayan mommy, is back.
Chisme, because someone's getting married.
Dígame.
Yeah, que am I
Marc
invited to the wedding?
Anthony, and what's her face, Nadia?
What's her face?
What's her
Nadia?
face? Damn, the shade.
Shade.
Nah,
The sombra.
Well, it's his recent girlfriend that I believe they've been publicly dating for 3 months already, barely, and they're engaged.
Okay, so what's the controversy?
the
They love each
big-
other.
Okay, fool. Look at her. She's
A
23,
ver.
and he's 54.
Oh.
Mind you, Marc Anthony has 6 kids. Tiene uno de
Wow.
27, 25, a 20-year-old,
Oh.
and it's like the twins with J-Lo, but it's just really
¿Qué
weird.
estás haciendo?
She's really pretty though.
She's my age.
Yeah.
She's 23. Oh yeah,
She is so bad.
she's a model.
But I could see why it could be controversial. Obviously,
Why it is?
Oh, why it is?
Yeah.
Why it is? Because 53 and 23 is crazy way.
And-
This fool was 30 when she was born.
That's
way.
why I'm saying tiene hijas más o like hijos más grandes que ella. So it's like in a way you're dating your daughter's friend.
Yeah, that's
Even
always
your
a
daughter.
tricky.
It's
Yeah, it could be
weird.
really real
That's
like
always
tricky.
like, yeah.
How do you feel about it, Angie?
I think that's like she got herself a sugar daddy.
Oh, so you're proud of her.
Damn.
I don't know.
Ah, Angie.
Ah.
You know
There's
what?
where the sombra color
But you
comes
know
to play.
what? I feel like she doesn't need it. She's Miss Universe Paraguay. She could have gotten any guy. She's pretty. And she
Oh.
has her own thing. So it's like, why Marc Anthony? ¿Qué le ven?
Well, maybe
I don't see
maybe her
que le ven a
parents
Marc
listened to
Anthony.
Marc Anthony growing up.
Yeah. Honey, you were conceived with
She has
this
daddy
Damn.
Maybe.
What if she was conceived to a Marc Anthony song and now she's being conceived inside Marc Anthony's house? Not conceived. What's the word?
Yeah, that was such a
Consummated.
What if?
Inseminated.
Do you think her mom is jealous of her?
Nah, I think her mom's proud of her.
Oh.
Damn, I wish I
Think
could.
about it. Like, if
Damn,
somebody, like your sister started dating a celebrity,
Like, my sister started dating Jim Morrison. My mom loves Jim Morrison.
I saw.
Like,
Wouldn't your mom be
Jim
like,
Morrison?
oh,
yeah, from the Doors.
Oh, okay, but he's dead, right?
No, I know. We're talking.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. Oh, God, you fucking asshole.
I'm like, wait. I'm like, did I fucking see the movie wrong or what?
No, but yes, like my mom's in love with the Doors. In love with Jim
okay,
Morrison,
okay.
you know what I mean? But I could see why. It could be. Yeah. It's kind of. Yeah, fool. That's a huge age gap. Like,
yeah.
this fool's old way. Does it
3
not
decades.
work the same?
What do you mean?
Blue Chews.
Blue Chew. Shout out Blue Chew.
I don't know, but I always ask myself that question.
Angie,
like,
when
¿qué
you
le
were-
miran?
Why?
J-Lo, míralo. not to be fucked up, but
okay. So you're always wondering, what do these women see in Marc Anthony?
What if he's fucking funny, Angie?
So that's your dad.
He probably has
That's your fucking grandpa.
What if he has a great personality? Because he does look
great
like,
personality.
He does knock down some baddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ugly as shit.
Yeah,
yeah, big ass forehead.
Wow.
I don't. It's
probably his dance moves.
You think it's his dance moves?
The cadera.
The cadera. Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, so we have two other girls in the background. You know, we have Sarah, run socials, and we have Sugar Nugget. Would you, when you guys were in your early 20s, would you guys date a guy 30 years older than you?
I wouldn't. I think that's too much of a difference.
Okay, what's the limit? Like 10?
I still think that's too much.
10 is too much? Okay.
It's a whole decade.
I actually prefer older guys.
Okay, Sarah, how old are you now?
I'm 29.
Would you date a fucking 60-year-old?
Not 60, but maybe like
40? 45?
Wow.
Well, not judging.
Wow. Keep it away from my pops. Just kidding.
Oh my God, is Sarah dating your dad? Keep you away from my pops. I'm just saying that.
That's your dad's age right now?
Oh, my dad's like 49.
Do you like cholo looking dudes? Because Vic's dad was like, oh, not cholo veterano. Vic's dad, his pants were crazed.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Angie, that's too old. 30 years is...
And
you like older men, right?
Yeah, I'm like Becky G, mayores. Yeah. But I said it's like max would be like 4 years. Eso se pasa.
4 years is not that much.
4
older.
years. I said 4
I know,
years.
but I'm saying that's
40. I was like,
yeah,
Angie,
I'm like,
whoa.
Wow.
No, look.
It'd be 4 years max. Tops.
Look,
Yeah,
if it was the other way around, we would be like, yeah, Marc Anthony knocked down a 53-year-old. Because I ain't gonna lie, I like when they're older too. Nah, but 30 years is crazy.
You like cougars.
Like
that's what you're saying.
Like if she's older than my mom, fool.
Well, that's pretty much that.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that now. But what I'm saying is, like, if I was with a girl or a lady that was older than my mom, I don't know how my mom would take that.
Yeah, what's your limit? What's your limit? Like, how old?
My limit is. Yeah,
40 years.
Nah, my limit, they gotta. Yeah, like 10 years is too much, fool. Nah. Oh, wait, it depends. Getting married is crazy.
No, yeah.
After 3 months.
But if we're just boning.
But maybe they just started. They probably didn't meet with the intentions of getting married or engaged or anything. They probably just met.
I don't know. This is Marc Anthony's 4th marriage.
That fool just has money. He could do shit like that.
Exactly. Do you think it's really amor verdadero? Doubt it.
For what if she gets pregnant?
Doubt it. Why would she want to get pregnant? Actually, you know what? All of his marriages, he has 2 kids with each wife.
He has 2 kids with each wife?
Yeah, including J-Lo.
Yeah, he's going for the AP.
You're right.
Wow. Maybe he's trying to hit all the like Latin American countries.
Which?
Paraguay, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you're right. What was the other one? The first one. She was a Miss Universe too.
Wow.
What is
he just stands at the exit of the Miss Universe contest. Hello, Marc Anthony. Nice to meet you.
Hey Vic, what is your limit? Like what's the oldest? Or like what's the like? Cause I think mine would like officially be. Cause bro, like I'm 22. If I was with a 32-year-old, I don't think it would be too crazy. But if I'm like 25 and a 35-year-old, that's when you start hitting like the midlife. Yeah, like I think they're
different mentalities.
Yeah, I think like I still want to go to the club. They want to go to sleep at 9 p.m.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about it.
Now that I'm getting closer to 30, it can't be too much older
too old
than
for
me.
you?
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I know it's not that much of a difference, but it's also like.
What if she look like J-Lo, fool?
In an alternate universe. No.
No, true, because J-Lo's 50-something.
Yeah, she's 50-something.
Are you older than Sugar Nugget?
No, she's older than me.
Oh, see, your Sugar Nugget got the young ones. What's the age difference?
Only a year.
That's not that bad.
Well, that's the same as my parents. My mom's older by a year.
Yeah. I think my mom and my dad they're like age gap was like 6 months to like a year.
Oh, but that's still not bad.
But I know people that their parents se llevan como 15 años. And I'm like,
that's kind of a lot. That's that rancho shit.
I'm like, yeah, no,
I think that's normal.
It's definitely rancho shit. And I was like, who approved of this? They were like, they loved each other. I'm like, are you sure?
Maybe not at first.
Puppy love. Yeah, se quedaron.
Yeah, but yeah, Marc Anthony's crazy for a 23. Yeah, like this fool's done been through the river and back.
Okay. To balance things out here, didn't J-Lo like hook up with Drake at one point? And that's a 20 something year age gap. Right?
Did they get married?
Yeah, I think
what's the difference?
I think the fact that exactly because we're seeing it like, yeah, Drake fucked J-Lo and she was older.
You're switching it. And actually, Vic, you were the one that commented like legend.
He is a legend.
Or Marc Anthony.
Is he not? We're just gonna sit here and say Marc Anthony's not a legend.
I don't. To me, it's just weird. It's like you're.
It is weird. It is weird.
Angie, what's the oldest you've dated?
2 years.
Oh, that's not even like, I can see. But yeah, I think 30 years is a lot, fool.
A lot.
So he was 30 when she was born.
Damn.
That is weird.
Yeah, see, like.
That is weird.
When
you think about like that.
She's like in her mom's stomach, Vic, and he's your age.
Yeah, that's
You're
weird.
getting ready for your 30th birthday.
You know what's so funny that I'll never forget is one time Lil Duval said like an Instagram caption, he's like when I'm old I'm gonna be fucking bitches that ain't even born yet. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
I was like, what the fuck? Who thinks of shit like that?
Marc Anthony.
Well then, that was Sombra Sala.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a lot. Like, yeah, I think the oldest I'll do is probably like 30. Like
years older than you.
No, 30 years old. I'm 22. They could be like, cause I've talked to a girl that's when I turned 22, she turned 28.
Mm-hmm, that's the
and even that
it seemed like a big difference at the time. Huh?
Yeah, no, and even that it was kind of like you could tell like yeah, I've been through a lot. I'm very mature for my age. Obviously what I do, it's not the average 22-year-old does or whatever. Mm-hmm. But there was like a lot of shit that I think I talked about it before. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to the block, and she was like, can we go have dinner? And I was like, we get tacos and eat with the homies, and she was like,
do you have to take off your shoes to get into her crib?
Nah, I don't have to do all that.
Like weird rules?
But it was like she washes her face before she goes to sleep, like I'm just kidding. Like old people shit.
Do that?
No, I do that. I was trying to make it seem like, because my mom's hella extra with it. Like my mom knocks out and then she wakes up and then she can, you know what I mean? Like
she's already like
está cuidando. Yeah, so it's super extra. I'm just but I don't know. Like you know what I mean? It's just like. It was even that, and that's only 6 years apart. Yeah, mm-hmm. and it felt like so much. You know what I mean? Like it felt like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like there was just a lot of different shit. Yeah. So imagine like a 30-year-old difference. Like
think about
she wants to go to the club. This fool's asleep by 6.
Yeah, most likely awake at 5 a.m. and she's cruda.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the best things about my relationship now is that we say things and we experience them at the same time. I'll be like, oh, you remember this? She'll be like, yep. And it's like, that's tight.
Like with music and like
music, culture, everything. It was like, yo, when Still Tipping came out, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember this. Da, da, da. Even like with the belt thing that we were talking about. Yeah. Like the name on the belt. Yeah, it's like we were living that at the same time. Different states, obviously, but it's like
different states, obviously. Like
but it was a lot. We relate. We relate to a lot.
Not from California. Maximo, real quick before we leave something like because this topic I ended up being interesting. What's the oldest you'll do?
Like. Do or like wow with?
That's what I was saying. I'll fuck a 45-year-old, but I wouldn't date a 45-year-old.
Wow. Well, this is different. He's getting married with her.
I know, getting married is crazy.
But getting married. Okay, think about it. Put it in perspective, and we'll wrap after this. Getting married to him probably isn't a big deal at this point anymore. If he's on his 4th one.
Oh, to him probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
Young.
But but to him it's like whatever. He has a prenup, I'm sure. To him, getting married is like signing up for a credit card. You know what I'm saying? It's like one more won't hurt. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. So.
Do you think he's hitting for 5?
Yeah, I think he might go for the 5th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
His hand's gonna be on the Kendrick album.
Oh, the Hard Part 5 remix, Marc Anthony.
Fucking Thanos.
Yeah.
He's trying to get all the Infinity Stones, the Latina Infinity Stones.
I was gonna make a song for like Bad Bunny. He talks about different girls in different countries.
Oh shit!
Oh my!
All failed marriages. Oh fuck!
That fool needs to stop getting married and just bone.
Oh man!
No, but I get it. He doesn't want to die alone.
So
I think
he can continue until he's like what, 70?
I think that's the fear of most older people. Like, you don't want to die alone. You want like an up relation.
But he's not alone.
He's
He
definitely
kids.
not alone.
He has kids. He won't be alone.
He's not. No, he's not worried about that.
Kids forget.
I highly doubt it. Ahí in the boat dancing with
He just likes going on honeymoons. That's it. He just likes going on honeymoons.
Or maybe he has an obsession with weddings.
Yeah,
Like, maybe he loves buying hella
Maybe
suits.
you know what? Maybe he really loved the wedding planner.
Hey, who do you think?
And that's it. We solved it.
Yep.
Hey,
All
hey.
right, we solved it.
Real quick,
We
like,
solved it.
like you think like when he meets her parents, they're like drinking, they send her to the room. Like, fuck, vete para el cuarto. Los adultos están hablando. Like, see, like, I don't
Estoy hablando
know.
con tu granddaddy.
Damn.
The age gap is crazy. And then her parents might be younger than him.
Wow.
Maybe.
Probably.
Or probably the same age, actually. He's 54. Tampoco.
Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Probably had her at 30.
Wow.
Damn, Vic, your dirty 30's coming up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Grown and sexy. You feel me?
That's your theme?
Yeah.
Are you scared of a midlife crisis?
No, not at all. I'm nowhere near my midlife. I hope
What's
not.
your midlife?
Jesus Christ.
Maybe at 60.
What you asking? What's his midlife?
Yeah, what would be your middle?
Traviesa. She didn't hear it, thank God.
Well then,
Well,
that was Sombra Sala.
Guys, for more news, or if you guys actually have any gossip, make sure to like DM me, because I know some of you guys have been sending like videos, so I appreciate you guys. It's Sombra Sala on Instagram.
At Sombra Sala.
Yeah.
Sombra Sala.
Brown Bag, episode 47?
Yes.
6? 47.
7?
47.
7.
47.
Bow, bow.
We out.